All right, welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about this whole UFC 303 saga that's been happening these past 24 hours. From Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler not fighting to essentially having a new main card at this point. So let's talk about Conor versus Michael Chandler. I'm going to briefly cover this because I feel like I want to make make a different video when it comes to just specifically Conor and Michael Chandler sometime down the line. But long story short, I've heard that they want to fight in August or September. I think August is more realistic. And with that news, fair enough. I know Conor, apparently they're saying that Conor was hurt, but it's not brutal to the point where he has to be out for like 6 months or whatever. It's just a couple month turnaround, and we could finally see that Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor match. But, to replace that main event, we do have Alex Pereira and Yuri Prohaska. Yuri Prohaska is coming off of a big win against Alexander Rakic. Believe it was a second or third round finish, if I'm mistaken. And Alex Pereira, when he went against Yuri Prohaska, did finish him as well with that TKO. Now, there's a couple things I want to talk about with this fight specifically. When I brought up the TKO part from Alex Pereira, the issue is some people may say that was an early stoppage. I do see other perspectives. I see both, to be fair. I see people saying that it could be an early stoppage. I could also see people saying it was a reasonable way to stop the fight. I could see either or, so I'm not really like too big on that. But the main thing is, has Yuri kind of changed or brought anything to the table to maybe get this win against Alex Pereira? And to me, I kind of think he's the same fighter. He's going to be, go big first couple rounds. And then I feel like Alex Pereira will just kind of have him go, get tired, get fatigued a little bit towards the later rounds. And I think personally, as an early prediction, I think we're going to see another stoppage, and I'm going to say the fourth round. I'm going to say a fourth round stoppage by Alex Pereira. But I think everyone knows, rightfully so, who should be fighting for the belt, and that's Magomed Ankalaev. I get it from his side that he might not want to take a 2 week fight notice. I know UFC usually has him, during Abu Dhabi in those, what is it called? In Abu Dhabi during the October. So they'll probably have him there, and maybe we see Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev in October. But yes, but with this match though, I think it'll be fourth round stoppage, Alex Pereira. Early prediction, you hear from me. Co-main event though, very interesting. I like this a lot. Brian Ortega and Diego Lopez. Respect to Diego Lopez. In my UFC 300 thread that I did that I made for Twitter. If you guys have not yet, please follow my Twitter. I'm active on there like almost every day at this point. So on that thread, when I went 12 or 13 on the predictions, I did say Diego Lopez was going to win. I did not expect a first round finish against Sadiq Youssef, though. And so him going against Brian Ortega, who is older, who, has to cut a lot of weight, this might not end well for Brian Ortega. And, Diego Lopez, if he does get this win, especially, would definitely be up there soon enough to go fight for that title. So it's very exciting from that standpoint to see Diego Lopez, if he does get this win, to be kind of shot up there as one of the best contenders in the featherweight division. He's electrifying. He's very exciting to watch. And like I said, if he does get the win, I'm really intrigued to see, maybe him and Volk, him and Max, or shit, if he gets through one of those two, him and Ilya Tapiria fight at the end of the day. I feel like his the way that he fights is just very exciting to watch as a fan of the sport. And listen, sky's the limit for Diego Lopez coming into this fight. If I have to give a prediction on this one, I believe it will be a 3-rounder. Listen, his past 3 fights have been first round finishes. I'm gonna, listen, I doubt that there's gonna be another first round finish. However, if there will be a finish in this fight, second round, but I think this will be a decision win, Diego Lopez. It'll be a dominant win. I don't really see Ortega winning this fight. He's very inactive compared to Diego Lopez. And, like I said about how he's getting, older compared to Diego Lopez. And, he is heavier for that weight division, so he has to cut a lot of weight. So yeah, give me Diego Lopez by decision. The last fight on this, I think this is a great card. I mean, even if we weren't going to get Connor Michael Chandler, we just had this to beforehand to have these, two cards in the same month. Still a very stacked month for UFC in June, and Anthony Smith and Carlos Ulberg. Anthony Smith is replacing Jamal Hill in this fight. He also got injured, but I swear I feel like everyone is getting hurt in this sport. But anyways, though, Anthony Smith, he provides a lot of, I would want to say, experience heading into this fight, and he's not someone that you can kind of just steamroll over. And it's tricky because he's a veteran at the end of the day in the UFC. He actually can provide some very good wins, and he's gone with some of the best. I know he did lose against John Jones, but still he still was able to go against John Jones at one point in his UFC career. But Carlos Ulberg, though, I actually do really like him in this fight. Uh, in his last three fights, two of them have finished in the first round. I believe one of them was a third round submission, if I'm not mistaken. But his last fight, I want to talk about a little bit. He got a first round TKO or KO against Alonzo Menafield, and I think that's impressive. I think that's very impressive. At the end of the day, he's ranked 11. Anthony Smith ranked number 10. And if he gets through Anthony Smith, he can go against, maybe a top 7 fighter after that. I believe 7 is Khalil Roundtree. We could see a Khalil Roundtree Carlos Ulberg fight after. If I have to give a prediction, it's a tough one because, you know, Anthony Smith, like I said, provides a lot of experience. Carlos Ulberg, he's on the come up. He's more youth. He's coming off of what I think he has 6 first round not submissions, 6 first round finishes. 7 of them are total finishes out of his 11 wins. So I like this fight for Ulberg. I think I might go Ulberg. I also, you know what? Listen, I know I've been saying decisions with my predictions on the last one, the co-main event of the card. I might have to go a decision again. I think it'll be a Carlos Ulberg, split decision. So give me that. Yeah, I'm gonna say Carlos Ulberg split decision as an early prediction on this UFC 303 card. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. If you guys have liked this video, please hit the like button. And also, if you want to hit the subscribe button as well, that would mean a lot towards me. I am 140 subscribers away for 1,000 subscribers. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next video.